Hi guys, throw some reactions, and this video going to react to episode 20 of season 4 of Once Upon a Time. If you watch this on YouTube, I also offer full reactions and early access on my Patreon. Alright, let's get into it.
He made me channel her potential for darkness into Maleficent's child.
What's done is done, my apprentice.
And you call yourself a sorcerer? Or the sorcerer?
Savior has taken the first step down a dark path. We have to make sure she stays on it. For both our sakes.
Jesus Christ, Emma! My god, was that necessary?
What do you know about her? Just what the Dark One showed me. That she was banished to this world 30 years ago to a place called Minnesota, where she was adopted by a couple. And they named her Lilith. No.
Oh. The star.
Lily.
Flashlights, batteries,
Why would it be black on the picture though?
matches.
Both of you. Stop it.
Emma, wait.
Lily? What are you doing here?
I know.
How'd you even find
the last
Emma?
person you want to see right now, but I didn't have anywhere else to go.
What's wrong? What happened?
It's bad, Emma. I know I've lied to you before, but I really need your help.
Emma, there are powers beyond our understanding, and your parents messed with them.
So the only friend I ever had wasn't even my friend by choice.
Yay!
What do you say we help each other?
What, like a road trip?
Well, that's what you want to call it.
Let's go!
Okay, Regina, I don't need a babysitter.
But maybe I need you. You lived in New York. I've barely been outside of Storybrooke. How about we make today the day we both beat fate?
Emma, take care of Henry.
Of course.
Did you get what you needed?
I'm not going into a land without magic without bringing some of our own.
Sounds good. Let's get out of here.
Yep, Snow, gotta wait longer.
What is it?
So, Lily, tell us, how did you and Emma meet? It was a group home?
Yeah, back in Falcon Heights. We hit it right off. Best friends forever.
It's a shame you two were split up.
Yeah. Emma was the first person who ever really understood me, you know? Would you rather I told them the truth? That you were shoplifting Pop-Tarts and I was giving you tips?
I was hungry, and I mean, that's not the point. I'm finally in a good situation. I don't want to mess it up.
If you have any information, please call the Mankato OUAT tip hotline.
I can explain.
You can explain everything, it seems.
You know where she moved?
Lady, she ain't moving nowhere. She's dead.
Huh? No, she's not dead.
What?
Car wreck a couple years
Yeah,
back.
please.
Pretty sure she was drunk.
She faked.
Not that anyone
to the-
missed her.
I don't know.
Maybe
Something
she
weird is
was a
going
good
on.
one. A real loser.
Emma, it's not worth it.
Should have just stopped after the she's dead part.
You're a thief, and I need something stolen.
What might that be?
Belle's heart.
Already in the process of doing that. Sorry, mate.
Oh my god, fucking hell. Come on.
Her life wasn't pretty, it was dark. That darkness was meant for me. Or could have been, or... This has happened before. The wolf in the road and an accident. The first time I tried to leave Storybrooke.
It's not fate. It's just a flat.
You were all about the
Made
fate
me
shit,
tired.
now not?
2 cups of coffee and a pack of Advil. Make it 2 packs.
Are you Lily?
I will leave the pot here then.
And there we go. But why the hell do people think she's dead?
My only friend, I don't have anywhere else to go.
You can't stay here. Look, I've got some allowance stashed away. It'll be enough for a bus ticket.
No, I can't leave without my stuff. It's at the house I was squatting in with my boyfriend.
Forget the stuff. Forget him. I'll give you some clothes.
No, you don't understand. There's this necklace, and it's the only thing I have for my birth mother, and I cannot leave it behind.
Charlotte isn't your name, is it? Lily.
How do you know that?
It's Mark. He showed it to me a long time ago outside of Crappy Cup Foods in Hopkins, Minnesota.
Emma?
What if there's a reason your life has been on a downswing ever since we met? That all your problems are not your fault, they're mine.
You're right, that sounds crazy.
It's complicated, but I can explain it if you come with me. I just need you to trust me.
Look, I don't know what kind of 12-step program you're in, but I've moved on. Well, Emma, looks like you didn't ruin her life after all. You know me from the diner, right? Free burgers for a week. If you smile, take my hand and walk around the block with me.
Not even shocked. Like, I was waiting, like, is she even gonna meet a kid? Like, oh, there is a kid. I was still not sure, and now we're having this.
We realized we've been so concerned about earning Emma's forgiveness.
Do we need to get closer for that?
We forgot the person we hurt most.
So you're here to apologize. I'm afraid I'm not the one whose forgiveness you really need.
Your daughter.
She was an innocent.
Props to Maleficent that she can, you know, stay composed like that, because I'll be freaking out.
What they said. Lily is a suspect in a robbery.
I know, and that's why I told her she had to leave.
You brought a criminal into our home? You endangered our children?
Dude, what? What?
Our children?
What the fuck?
Emma, he didn't mean it like that.
No, I think he meant it exactly like that.
Endangered children? Are we a little bit exaggerating right now? Sure, bad that you have a robber in the house, but like, what the fuck are we going from like robbery to endangering children? What the fuck? She's a kid herself.
Emma, what?
Do I want to see it?
It might be simpler than you think.
What?
Son of a... She knew. She already knew.
Huh?
And she was looking for you. No, my parents.
Is someone gonna answer my how question? How the fuck did she figure this out?
You can try to scare me all you want. I won't return your wife's heart.
No, dearie. You misunderstood. I already have it. Regina's protection spell might keep me out,
Why is it so...
but it doesn't account for the common thing.
Why don't they ever try to stop that? Like, couldn't Melissa just simply turn around and try to get it anyways?
This is the real world, Regina. There are no heroes and villains, just real people with real problems. So if you're gonna try to stop me, you can find your own way back to New York.
This was not what I had in mind for your road trip. Should've just put the radio on.
Is that how you say thank you?
The fuck is that a thank you? What? Why would you say thank you?
Part of that family?
For setting you free, chore wheel.
With this cash,
Will you
can
really
go
that fussed
anywhere
about
and
a
do whatever
goddamn
we want.
chore
I
reel?
wanted to stay there.
Please help me.
Like, I know she's literally cursed, I know, and
I'm
she's
done
cursed by the
helping.
Charmies, but I can't deny I'm still getting annoyed.
I'm better off alone.
I had no more saying what
I want
happened than you did.
explanation.
But your parents did.
Oh.
And the minute I get to story...
You lay a hand on my head, you!
Whoa, fuck!
Yeah? And how are you gonna do that without your magic savior?
Oh! Excuse me?
Thanks to you, I'm hardwired for bad decisions.
How is that Emma's
Come on,
fault?
just put me out of my misery.
It's not Emma's
You
fault.
know
Can
the
we stop
truth.
with that narrative, please?
Your parents need a hero, not a murderer.
Talk about Henry.
Corella was an accident.
Jesus, that far away shot scared me for a second. I thought, wait, why are we getting this shot from far away? Like this shot, are we gonna shoot? Did they think it was too graphic to do it up close? Ooh!
Did you ever notice how it complements the birthmark on your
I noticed it for once. Even though it was very obvious, but still. I take all the credit.
Fortunately,
So,
I have many
you gave her all this... What?
Answers.
Like, I understand telling her at some point, but like telling her now?
Belle, there's something I need to show you.
I'm sorry, the way he goes about it. Something I need to show you. Sorry.
Regina. I'm gonna return this to you, Belle. But he's the one who's gonna protect it. Because I've proven unworthy.
You must have brought something to make this glamour work. Where is it,
Don't you see the other speech?
Show me or I will rip you apart until
Oh.
I find
Regina,
it!
that's enough.
Okay, Regina, that's
Look,
not
I know
really...
that this is hard for all of us, but this is the new reality. I'm with her. I'm with Marion.
Actually,
Oh, you are gonna reveal?
not exactly.
Okay then.
Get your son and let's go.
What is going on?
Yes, you can.
Magic?
Just come with me.
No, but you. I don't even know what's going on. What?
I can't leave her here.
Because what's going on?
To tell her.
She's pregnant.
Come on! I was no. Okay, no, this is really disgusting. I'm about to vomit. I was really hoping we would not go there. Okay, so let me just be clear. So Selena raped Robin, and now she's pregnant. Really? I was really hoping we would not. This is exactly why I can't stand the shape-shifting stories while, you know, being in a romantic relationship and you know, deceiving, like people like Robin. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Why? Ugh. No, I'm not a fan of this at all. Not a fan of this at all. Okay, I'm done talking about that. No, let's go to the other parts of the episode. So, other than that disgusting ending, which I still hope is a fucking joke, like a very disgusting, disturbing joke, but okay. This was episode 20 of season 4, and other than the ending, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. We got to see Lily. She's back. She's not dead, and apparently we don't even have to explain to her. She already knew everything because the apprentice told her when she was a kid. I'm still confused. Like, what did you think would happen? On the other hand, I can understand, especially, you know, that he feels guilty, and that he wants to tell her, you know, wants to explain why exactly everything seems to go so bad in her life, or why she, even though she wants to do the right thing, she keeps on doing the wrong thing. I can understand that, sure, but still, what did you think would happen if you would tell this to a kid? Did you not think she would be, I don't know, consumed by revenge? I'm still a little bit confused. You know, is she really, I guess, sort of okay now? I don't know. I can't believe if your whole life you were being obsessed with finding out, you know, the truth, finding out Emma, finding a way to get your revenge, and to now be like, well, I guess I go along with the ride. But we'll see how it goes. I don't think it ends there. I said it during the episode, but even though I know Lily's cursed, I can't deny that I did get annoyed. But, you know, they made it very clear, you know, we saw it happen, for fuck's sake, that because of the Charmings, you know, Lily's life is basically cursed. Not just the fact that her whole life is cursed, she doesn't even know her mom has been alone all this time to a different world. There's a whole list the Charmings did wrong. You know, I'm surprised, like I said, that Maleficent seems to be pretty calm. You know, she even let them have their talk or whatever. They really wanted to say their, you know, do their thing, but like Maleficent pointed out, you know, Maleficent, she was like, you know, you shouldn't apologize to me. The one you really have to apologize to is Lily. So I'm wondering how that will go, and maybe by doing that will somehow be like the key, or a huge step into, I don't know, somehow. I feel like it's not just because it's very important they're gonna offer their apologies, but I think maybe it's also gonna help with the whole, you know, or play a part in making sure that Lily, I guess, will be a little bit of that darkness will be removed or something. I don't know. I feel like something like that is gonna happen. We also saw more of like Lily and Emma's past, you know. As soon as we saw Emma with her foster family, we all knew that it was obviously going to be a temporary deal. And when Lily showed up, I was like, oh, okay, that's why this time it won't work out. It never works out for Emma. The chore wheel, I didn't really see a problem with that. But they definitely showed like their true colors when they, I guess, got Emma, you know, arriving home in the middle of the night, and when or at least the father, I guess, when he told Emma like, oh, you're endangered, or kids. Like, what do you mean our kids? So I guess Emma doesn't count with that. Like, what the? Yeah, I think I already made it clear at that point, you know. Of course, I understand being mad that Emma lied. Well, or I guess didn't correct the lie that Lily made, and also being pissed off that, you know, you did in fact bring someone in the house who has a criminal past. But I still think they went a little bit overboard. The whole like you're endangered or kids or whatever. Plus, again, I could understand if they were mad. I would also be mad if I found out someone's lied to me. But could you at least like hear her side of the story? She could barely explain what was going on. I definitely think they should have kept more in mind, you know, Emma, her background as well, and you know, it can make sense that she was maybe like she might have made some mistakes, but I don't know, they immediately assumed that she, I guess, also had bad intentions and all that jazz. So definitely wasn't the ideal foster family, but still, you know, Lily had no business trying to get Emma away from there. And yes, she tried to explain to Emma that if the two of them are together, that things seem to be a lot better, or brighter. But again, you know, of course, that's not how you go about it. But then again, she's literally cursed, so I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, I want to be, I guess, hold her accountable or be annoyed or whatever. But then I keep thinking, like, oh, but she's like literally cursed, though. So can't really be too hard on her. I'm curious about finding out more about, you know, the aged up Lily. I only know she had this whole, like, kind of reminded me of Teen Wolf. She did her research well, and she really wanted to find Emma. Emma found her, and then she was keen on, you know, getting to the Charmings. But yeah, I'm curious to finding out more about her. You know, I wouldn't say I'm like extremely intrigued, but I would like to learn more, or at least learn more about what exactly this curse meant for her life, because obviously things didn't go too great, but I don't know. Also really liked that Regina wanted Emma to, you know, go along with her. This little, I guess, sort of road trip. I also enjoyed the conversations about fate and how I believe Regina explained that their actions are their own, but that fate pushes them. I really liked that. I mean, it was very simple, but I really liked that more between them, and how Regina also told Emma, like, you know, maybe I need one, because Emma wasn't really too keen at first about, you know, joining forces with Regina, kind of telling her that she doesn't need a babysitter, because she's clearly very annoyed that everyone is now very focused on her and trying to make sure that she doesn't go into this, you know, dark path or becomes evil, which I'm also nervous about, especially with that very creepy look at the beginning. But, you know, so I can understand she's frustrated, but on the other hand, you know, we do have to keep closer tabs on her. So it was nice to have the two of them, and also to have Regina be the one who makes her, you know, who makes Emma, or who stops Emma from, you know, literally killing Lily. Like, again, I didn't want to make, like, jokes or something about it, because I had to think about that, you know, cliffhanger of last episode, so I kind of kept silent, like, and I'm not gonna, like, add another curse to the mix. So when we got that shot from far away, I was a little bit nervous. I kept thinking, like, we wouldn't do that, right? It would be very, like, how even could you step away from that? Because this would be, like, execution, while with Cruella, I know they keep saying it wasn't like an accident, but even if it wasn't, and we're talking about a show here, okay? So don't start shouting or something out. We're talking about the show, but I just kind of like, do we even need to call it an accident? It might as well sort of be, well, I'm not sure what the English equivalent is, but I don't know, sort of like self-defense. What else could you do? Like Cruella, to the knowledge that she had, Cruella was about to kill Henry, so. Like, Cruella, it's not her fault that Cruella decided to pick the location of a cliff. if Cruella wasn't on a cliff, well, pick the location, it's not that she really picked it, but if they weren't on a cliff, then Cruella would have just fell on her ass, and that would have been it, probably, you know? Oh well. Also nice the throwback with the wolf. You know, we had the like car crash or almost car crash, and and then we saw this wolf again. I was like, wait a minute, didn't we have something like this in the beginning? That Emma also pointed that out. You know, once again, another one of those signs of like things of fate, and it did lead us to Lily. You know, with Lily, like I said, even though I wouldn't mind knowing a little bit more about her life or what kind of influence it had, even though it would be very sad, of course, and would probably make me even more disappointed with the Charmings. Other than that, you know, other than still wanting to see that, I'm definitely very curious to the reunion. Why can't I never say that word? Between Lily and Maleficent. I'm very curious to see the two of them together and how that will go, and if, you know, will Lily like soften up after she sees Maleficent, or is she somehow also going to blame her? Like, I'm very curious. Oh, and then also, of course, you know, we also had some Rumple and Belle stuff in here. I was worried when he went to Mr. Useless and asked him to steal Belle's heart. I was like, Regina does need that leverage though, but at the other hand, I'm also like, it's kind of fucked up. If she deadass went to take Belle's heart, even though Belle didn't agree with that messed up shit. So, you know, I was kind of like, I don't want Rumple to get the heart, because then Regina doesn't have that leverage anymore. But the other was also like, I don't want Belle to walk out without a fucking heart. I'm still a little bit confused that Maleficent, you know, she didn't really put up a fight or anything, but Rumple was like, oh, I already have the heart, and then she like turned and she saw Mr. Useless leaving to the window, but guess I just have to accept that. But anyways, it did lead to the scene that I did like, where Rumple gives Belle back her heart, and he also, you know, that he gives her her heart back, but that he, you know, he tells her that Will is the one who is gonna have to like protect it. You know, that I like that scene. I still like, you know, like I like the scene even though I still can't take Mr. Useless seriously in any way. But I like that even though that I still don't see myself like shaping them anymore, I still like that we get to see that Belle obviously she still cares about him, and she was obviously very much affected by what he just done. I don't know, it was a nicely acted scene. You know, I was scared that Belle would like shout him back or something, but it didn't happen. But you know, I'm just happy that they also understand, you know, it's not because things are sort of over or someone broke up, or in this case, well, a little bit more than just breaking up, but you know, it's nice that we can see that obviously feelings are still there and it's not just like that over, you know, even though that she seemingly has been having a great time at Mr. Useless. Obviously, that doesn't erase her complicated feelings that she had and still has for Rumple. Yeah. Alright. I guess those are the main points. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.